Alright, we're going to be historically accurate and actually take on Poland first. Bye-bye, Poland. Alright, we're here. Poland. What a beautiful view. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Alright, where do they attack next after Poland? Oh, well, whatever. I'm going for Norway. It's just not fair, is it? Look at this. Look at what it's competing against. How is this even fair? Population. Norwegian. This is actually kind of accurate. This is Norway. It's cold and snowing all the time. Look at all this beautiful ice. Don't worry, Hux. We're coming for you. We just have to go through Belgium first. Whoa, what is this? A blue diver cruiser? Is that what blue divers actually look like? I thought they looked more like Viscounts or something. Not like this. Not like an arrow. Either way, that's kind of cool, I suppose. Ooh, Canada just opened. Canada. I'm coming for you, Canada, whether you like it or not. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Star Wars Empire War video. Today, we're going to be going back to Yoden Mod 2021 and returning to a Galactic Conquest we covered in a previous episode. That being First Order 12 with First Order versus Resistance World War II. So this is a campaign that pretty much changes Galactic Conquest into World War II scenarios where you go against different countries, so on and so forth. And some of these actually are custom-made maps to look like specific places of interest across the world. So we're going to be diving into this as the First Order once again. And the reason we're going back into this project is most likely because we didn't play it properly last time. It was a bit of hard to wrap my head around, but it wasn't a event-based campaign like most of the Yoden Mod campaigns are, where you jump from one planet to another, and then you don't have to worry about the one that you've just secured. It's there, it's good, you've got it for good. That's how it kind of happens with their Lord of the Rings campaign or some others that I can't remember off the top of my head. Judging by this campaign, it looked like exactly the same when we had just a single hyperlane to Japan, and once you secured Japan, you had to go to Pearl Harbor, and once you secured that, it was over to the United States, all the way over here. However, what I realized is that you can go ahead and move these units any way you want to. You can just bring them to Poland, Norway, Belgium. It'll do it automatically, and the hyperlane will appear when you drag it there. We didn't realize that a little bit later on in the campaign, and more so, the enemy can counterattack, which is not supposed to happen in a story-based campaign, which it did here. So now we know it isn't one of those types of Galactic Conquests. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to try and do this properly. We won't complete all of it. We'll go up until D-Day and just secure as many planets as possible, and then kind of leave the rest to your imagination for you to play as well. So first things first, we did start with Japan, but we're going to be historically accurate. We're going to prep ourselves to move to Poland, and a really important thing to note here is that since we can move stuff to D-Day, I'd rather prep for that by moving our starting units there before we get attacked, because it's a specific day we get attacked in this Galactic Conquest. And the reason we want to do that is because we have General Snoke in our starting fleet, and he is running a Mega Star Destroyer, which is extremely strong in this mod. Excuse me. So much so that I've been playing skirmish. I've been playing with fans on the skirmish mode of this game. Quite well balanced, which is kind of weird for a Yoden Mod update. But yeah, Mega Star Destroyers are so much stronger than, say, the EcksToo, and so on and so forth. Despite their super weapons, Snoke is just and his Mega Star Destroyer is just so strong. Anyway, with that all said and done, let's start building out some fleets. The Black Squadron is usually a good one to start with. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my nose. Just because they're great for ground units to secure things in the sky, see what the map layout is. And it's also probably good to build... What else do we have here? First order ground light factory. We also have... We have megapulse cannon and shield generator. Not bad, but I'd rather go for the income rather than defenses here. As for space, let's go ahead and build our first order space station level 2. Before, we did it on D-Day, assuming that we couldn't get anything there. And it does cost more, so we don't really want to do that. Either way, let's drag Commander Malrus down to the ground. If we can, we need to unpause. And we can grab these guys. Actually, just these two. We can bring them up here. Actually, I believe, no, we want to run her too, because she actually has a Star Destroyer as a starting unit, which is highly, highly effective. With that now done, and our ground units built, we can go ahead and build a space station level 3 right away. And we've got long range scanners that will also be quite useful to build too. I'm not interested in really building any raiders or acclimators since we've got a Mega Star Destroyer, so it's best to just rush to tech level 5 on this planet. Besides that, I think that's everything I kind of want to... Maybe build a land trooper port. Yeah, we'll build that and that, just to get some ground units, because ground units are going to be much harder to come by and push through with in this campaign than space. Anyway, with that all said and done, let's go ahead and move to Poland. So, for starting forces, it looks like they've just got a MC-80 Liberty there. Nothing too special. And although I just missed it there, skipped it there is some interesting World War II info in the descriptions of the loading screens. So if you fancy checking that out, I think that's quite a lot of fun, interesting trivia. Right, so let's get Kylo Ren in. First Order Starfighters are actually exceptionally strong for fighters, on the basis that they have invincibility active abilities, excuse me, which, you know, like Han Solo and stuff have, which is very, very powerful. Anyway, let's go ahead and drag in our Mega Star Destroyer, as well as our... I think this is an Allegiance Star Destroyer. It's hard to tell, and this is just a standard Star Destroyer. I think this is an Allegiance. I could be wrong. It's kind of hard to... I'm so used to the Thrawn's Revenge style of ships, and I'm able to recall the ship designs that way, but on Yoden, not so much. So I might have missed out something there. Either way, let's shred. Let's shred the ship. So yeah, we can just activate invincibility or invulnerability for a period of time with these starfighters. Extremely strong. And Kylo Ren's just a standard X-Wing from base, you know. Close and lock, open and close S-foils, you know, you're all done. One thing that's really interesting I found with Yoden Mod when playing Skirmish and Galactic Conquest is that fighters are fragile. Fighters can come across quite almost unkillable in some cases, with Awaken a Rebellion and Thrawn's Revenge. So much so that you can just fighter spam, and it can be, you know, you could have all the corvettes and raiders in the world, and it just wouldn't be enough to take out those fighters. But in Yoden Mod specifically, quite weak in terms of health. They do quite a lot of damage. Bombers are exceptionally strong, but they die very quickly. And I think that was a nerf that came in the recent update on Yoden Mod. And it really good decision by Yoden there, I think. Makes fighters not overwhelmingly powerful and end up lagging your computer anyway, which I really enjoy. So that was Poland. There wasn't many defenses there. They weren't really expecting us. Let's go and have a look at what we've got here. I wouldn't mind our land troopers transport, because I don't know what those ground battles are going to be like. So I'm going to wait until our land trooper support is done, and then we'll move our ground units in. I'm assuming we can bring like Kylo Ren and stuff down. I don't want to bring Snoke. I will bring Kylo Ren though, just so that we've got a little bit of extra firepower. So moving over here, let's go ahead and bring Kylo over. Excuse me. I wouldn't mind that AT-AT heavy assault walker. So once that's finished building, that'll be quite helpful. So let's drag that over to Kylo. Awesome. So I think we are ready to drop in. Yeah, we've got our Black Squadron there as well. Poland secured. Just because we secured it doesn't mean that we are good to just move on. We want to build this up so it's ready to defend itself, essentially. So I'm not worried about building ground heavy factories and so on and so forth. I wouldn't mind building a Magnapulse cannon and a shield generator, and maybe we'll only do one income unit, because then yeah, we will do a heavy factory and a light factory. And as for star bases, we will build a level 1 star base because it's so cheap. And then whilst that is done, we can go ahead and we get the special asteroid platform at level 3.
Constructing.
I like that. I'll build that next because I think this only gives us victory 2s, doesn't it? So still not worth our time at the moment, but nonetheless, we're only halfway on our unit capacity too. So let's go ahead and drag out the units that we need. So Kylo, did we not get Hut? General Hut, sorry. I could be wrong there, but either way. Okay, so we're building out those. We'll build out level 2 as well, because they're really not that expensive, are they? And to be honest, I wouldn't mind doing it for D-Day, but it is the price does double up, so I don't think it's worth it too much. Anyway, with that said and done, for Germany, I think. I mean, I don't really need to build any ground units. Yeah, I just need to defend, don't I? Zeta TIE Squadron. No, we should be good. Okay. I wouldn't actually. Yeah, let's get some more ground units in. Let's get a Kylo Ren and some. What are these guys? First Order Death Troopers. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Alright, so whilst that's all building up and being defended, let me go ahead and leave a Star Destroyer in defense while we move to Norway and capture Norway. So these, I believe, are like Soviet Union, China, United Kingdom, Canada, United States, Mexico, Brazil. They are all era locked, obviously to accommodate to the war, the timeline of the war and whatnot. I know United States open up once you attack Japan and Pearl Harbor, so I'm wondering if that activates the AI to attack when you reach the United States. That I'm actually curious of, but I do know that D-Day happens at a specific time, no matter how far you're in game and so on and so forth. So, Norway, they've only got a single MC-80 Liberty, so this should be pretty easy. Population Norwegian. I love the attention to detail Yoden's put into this as well. Like, considering it's like a whole new way to play Empire at War, I think it's really fun and interesting, you know? Like, not many Empire War mods do it with such grace, I suppose. You got some. You do have your odd, you know, Empire War mods. We've seen plenty of them. We were going to cover some, but you know that they don't really add too much. But Yoden Mod is something different. Like, usually it's known for being weird, but 2021 version, give me good. I'm giving it a good grades. I'm telling you, it's I'm really impressed. Anyway, with that said and done, let's go ahead and drop in some additional firepower. One thing you got to note with Yoden Mod is that shield generation on these on enemy, well, every ship, not even just enemies, is extremely high. So you can be dishing out damage and they'll still regenerate shields. So the best thing to do is have all your torpedoes and missiles hit the shield generator before dealing any damage anywhere else. Awaken the Rebellion is pretty much the same concept. You want to run bombers to hit those shield generators, but many ships run torpedoes that make it worthwhile to just have your ships just hammer down on it as fast as possible. Especially when they regen shields during combat, which I don't think it happens in Awaken the Rebellion. So it's more so on Yoden Mod. Little tidbit there. But anyway, now that we've secured Norway on the space side of things, let's go ahead and get our ground units in position. Perfect. Let's bring these over to Norway. Let's have a look. Before they go into battle, let's have a look. Have we finished building? Yes, we have. Level 5 next. And then, it's a Resurgence class Star Destroyer, yeah. Because of the long bridge where the shield generators are. Yeah, I should have noticed that. So this one's quite expensive. We're about 100 away though, so it's not too bad. That's 3,000. So who brings that price reduction? Is it Snoke? Who brings that price reduction to space stations? It's got to be one of these guys. Because the prices obviously jump up, and it's not what's her face, Malrus on Poland. But either way, doesn't matter. We've got some ground units here as well that we can bring along with us. Well, they're still building, but I want to have them on Poland, not helping the attacking force. But let's jump into Norway. Wait, hang on a sec. Do I have Black Squadron? Yeah. All right, let's jump in. I got to say, these maps are a bit better. The Japan one was a bit rough, but this is a lot better. So let's go ahead and build that space station. Let's go ahead and build the appropriate ground defense systems. And yeah, we can also go ahead and build our tech level 5 on Germany. Because right now, all it's giving us is Space Station Tech Level 2 gave us Victory Destroyers Mark II. The third one gave us the Imperial 2 Star Destroyer. And then the fourth gave us Resurgence. So not terribly important stuff, especially when we've got a Mega Star Destroyer. Right, so that's built. Let's go ahead and build these factories. And also a level 2. Why not? And what I'll do is I'll bring the units back from Norway to Poland so we can do some extra building there. In the meantime, I'd rather just finish off what we need to do at Norway. Especially now that we can probably build some ground units here. Oops. This is the problem with the mod. You zoom in on the wrong planets all the time. I think because they're so closely knit together.
Progress will be swift. Construction complete.
Right, let's drag these guys down here. Bang. Bang and bang. Okay, cool.
Construction complete. Building started.
Sure. Let's do that. I think we can move these guys now as well, can't we? Drag them up. Let's move Snoke. Okay, that's our air units. That's our ground units.
Construction complete.
Let's bring these guys over. So,
Construction
cool.
complete.
So that's that all done.
Constructing.
There we go. And we'll build this
Building
here.
started.
Not too much lost. Either way, let's go to our ground units here. Let's build one of these.
Complete.
Let's build another one of these.
Enlisting soldiers.
And some more soldiers. Okay. Plus, I know this is kind of going to be kind of expensive, but actually, let's just build them here.
Vehicle in
Yeah, let's build one of these for now.
UAV ready.
And then for Poland, what else did we want to build here? What did
Star
we say we
Destroyer
wanted to build?
reporting in.
I don't think it's that important. Anyway,
Moving to
move
coordinates.
that to Norway. And then the ground units, blah blah. Okay, cool. Let's let's move into Czechoslovakia with Snoke. Let's do that next.
Awaiting your orders.
And then
Vehicle battle imminent.
this looks like it's going to be a very easy space battle. I'm not too worried. The space battles seem to be very easy in Yoden Mod, I find. Just because of Snoke. I wonder if it's any harder if you're playing like Resistance or a different era like the Old Republic or Clone Wars. Because First Order definitely seems like for Galactic Conquests, having Snoke is really significant. But in one thing I've noticed with the First Order, because you have to you can play them straight away in Skirmish, or you can build them as a sub-faction in Skirmish. Because in Yoden Mod Skirmish mode, you can play as two factions working together. Where is this enemy ship? Oh, there it is.
Choose your reinforcements.
And the First Order tend to have kind of like weaker ships. But, yeah, so they have weaker ships. But they have a different way of playing the game per se. So whilst your forces are going to struggle against the enemy, if you're playing like Mandalorians, definitely Mandalorians or Hutts, you have to build more to be able to defend your asteroids for income. But once you tech up to tech level 5, you build the golden space station, and then you start building the Star Killer base from that golden space station. You have to wait 8 minutes to build it. It's extremely long to build. But once you've done all of that, spent all that money to be able to build, you know, the Star Killer base, it's an instant win. You just drop it down, you fire your laser at the enemy space station, you win. So the way with the First Order in Skirmish mode is to stall as much as possible. And by doing so, that will lead to your own victory. Which all the other factions don't do. It's all about, you know, either brute force or tactical shielding, etc., etc. So really interesting way of playing Yoden. I've got to be honest. I really dig it. Anyway, let's go ahead and start searching for enemies here. Let's also go and drop this guy so we can get some more fighters. Anytime I'm having trouble trying to find enemy fighters, I just you just want to bring in hunt for enemies. Which tends to do the job. See, look, these guys knew where these enemies were, so cool. Right, so let's quickly wipe out the rest of these fighters. Pretty simple enough. There's one more. There we go. Awesome. Again, space battles really not that tough. As for our ground units, let's start moving into Czechoslovakia. Hopefully not too troublesome, but we'll see. Cool. Let's build that. Let's again build out some defense systems on this ground. Cool. That's a Poland. Not much else what I want to build there. I will build a Resurgence class Star Destroyer though. What's going on with our ground units? We good here? We can bring some to Norway to defend appropriately. Nope, I do not want Belgium. I want Germany. Okay, that's a lot of ground units. That's really nice. We'll bring that to Norway. You know, proper defenses. What could go wrong? He says. But yeah, cool. So Poland, Norway, and like I said, we're definitely nowhere near our pop cap. We were close when we just taken over Poland, but we get a lot for taking each planet. So great news, personally. Right, let's build another one. Is there any more? Like, I wouldn't mind actually building a bit more income, because that's one thing we are struggling with. And plus, it makes me wonder how close are we to D-Day. We're on day 10, so I forget what happened when D-Day happened. But to be fair, I wouldn't mind at this moment right now to bring our boys over to D-Day. So we'll need to go through Belgium to get to D-Day. Ooh. Is that of any... I'm not sure. Either way. Oh yeah, I don't know why I brought my stormtroopers. Strange. Anyway. We get Kylo Ren in. Yeah, I've got some ground units here, which I didn't need. Let's drag you all the way over there. Bring you, lock your S-foils. And then we'll get the Mega Star Destroyer in position. And I'll drop it around here. You go for that. Let's not waste any time here. What is this? Blue. Oh, that's a blue diver cruiser? I would not have guessed that. I thought blue divers just kind of looked like, you know, like a Viscount or something, or same as a mediator. But I guess I was wrong there. Blue diver cruiser. Interesting. Nice looking ship though. I like it. Maybe the cruisers look like that, while the dreadnoughts look more like Viscounts. Anybody that's a bit more clued up than I am, let me know in the comments, because cool design. But I can't tell if it's stock, you know, vanilla, or if it's been added in by Yoden. Because I've never played... Well, I've played Forces of Corruption, but not to the extent where I know every vanilla ship, you know. Oh. You think you're so smart, huh? Alrighty, there we go. We got rid of that last little fighter. Seems easy enough to me. Where's our ground units? I'm sure I left them in Czechoslovakia. Nope, I really want Czechoslovakia. They're not here, but there is two little... Are they... Oh yeah, I must have brought them with me, right? So... while we quickly deal with Belgium, let's go ahead and bring the resurgence over to Czechoslovakia. Oops. And then if I pause again and build this, this. I can defend Czechoslovakia appropriately. And then we'll build a listening post too. Right. That being said... Oh, I've just unlocked Canada. Eck will not be pleased.
Construction complete.
Okay, so ground units. There we go. Nice. 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 Okay. Let's get moving into Belgium. Now we secured that. We do the same. We build a space station, defense systems, some income as well. And whoa, we've got our first counterattack. Where?
Awaiting your orders.
Wait. Did it tell us? Oh, damn it, I might have missed it. Well, we've got defenses everywhere. Where are you attacking from?
Tactical battle imminent.
Wait. Oh, they're actually attacking in Belgium. Oh, this is perfect. Canada's actually coming in for an attack. Oh, fantastic. This is great news, because we're really well defended here. I'm really not worried. So there's the enemy.
Our scanners have detected a hostile
Oh,
fleet
right. For
moving
some
toward our
reason,
location.
my
Their
fleet
presence
isn't
in our
available.
system must be removed.
That's strange.
In progress.
I would have thought I would have been able to use my Mega Star Destroyer, but I guess they're on the ground. We're just gonna have to wait until the Liberty cruiser comes in and see who wins what. Any second now. There it is.
Roger that.
Right, let's start going straight for the shield generator as well as the station. Start making that move. Don't know why this one's just chilling. We really need that shield generator down. Cool. Now we can take out engines just in case it gets crafty and try and run away. Same with the space station. Get straight for that engine. Perfect. Next one. Nice. Alright, yeah, we should be alright with this. We can speed things up. Just in case they do start doing some damage though. I'll just repair the hard points that it's attacking. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if we start regenning shields at one point. Let's activate invincibility again. Fantastic. Whew. Not bad. Oh, no, you don't. There you go. Nice one. Good defense. Canada had nothing on us. And they lost a Liberty cruiser in turn. Yeah, our Mega Star Destroyer was on the ground. That's frustrating. Oh well, we defended quite successfully. So Belgium would be needing some defenses as well, considering it's so close to Canada. Yeah, we don't really want to catch ourselves out by Canada there. We already got attacked from them once. Whilst we do that then, shall we move... we'll move a resurgence over to Belgium just for now. Another place that isn't well defended is Germany, so I wouldn't mind building a special asteroid station on there. Not that I know much of what that will do, but I guess it's just assigned here, isn't it? Yeah. And long range scanner. Okay, perfect. All right, Canada. They have a couple of units. Forces. I said that wrong, but. Interesting. I never know much about Canada's involvement in World War II. You know? I never got taught it much. Yeah, I bet. This one's definitely going to have a lot more... yeah, a lot more to deal with. Okay. Oh, and they've even dropped in extra forces. Okay. Let's start prepping for an attack now then. This one is still going to be relatively easy, but oof, I may be wrong on that.
Destination is acknowledged.
Okay, let's drop everything in. Yeah. Oh, I didn't need to activate that. Oops. Let's move this in. Actually, let's get this ship on the shield generator on this Liberty cruiser. This one, let's go and focus in on the shield generator on this hut. And then you take out whatever remaining like MC40 or MC30Cs here. Okay. We've got a lot of fighter control as well, so I'm not too worried. You're going to need to output more firepower if you want to take out those shield generators too. The Supremacy Mega Star Destroyer does lose its shields extraordinarily fast. I don't know if it's because I lose them when it's being deployed, or it's just generally low shields. But that's yet to be seen, I suppose. Right, we want to probably focus on this MC90 next with this Mega Star Destroyer. Cool. Let's also start bringing up this ship too, just so we can start doing a bit more damage. The bombers, we can afford to start bringing in on the engines and whatnot. How are we doing on the hut here? Yeah, boost firepower. Yeah, Snoke's taking a bit of damage now, so I wouldn't mind start bringing these guys forward. You know what? I'm actually just gonna bring this guy in for. I want that MC90 down. That's gonna be a big damage dealer. Yeah, that's a lot of fighters too, but we should be able to combat that. Yeah, I don't mind bringing these resurgents up closer because they have the ability to regen shields quite effectively. So I have no issues whatsoever with that. So bring these guys in a bit more forward. What's going on with this hut? We'll deal with the hut later. I don't think it's dealing enough damage right now to be worried about it. Let's bring these guys in much closer. Right, focus on these turbo laser batteries. Get that gone. Mega Star Destroyer is just going to be clearing out these remaining MC40 frigates and whatever, you know, these things are. Right. And then next we can focus on this. This is a level 5 space station. They're really dropping in a lot of reinforcements too. This MC90 is refusing to go down too. Good God. I don't know why you're turning around like that. Stop. These fighters are causing a bit of havoc as well on our Mega Star Destroyer. Okay. We need these fighters defending this. So pull back. There's no need for you guys to be that deep. Our resurgences can hold the front line. So half health. There's a lot of engines on this bad boy, so if we need to retreat, we can. There's like at least 11, if I remember rightly, and we've got 6 left, so... Shield generator still up? Yeah, take that out. At least the MC90's down now. That seemed to be a lot. Also, they're genning a lot of fighters. I'm wondering where that's coming from. Yeah, take out these fighters. Snoke is at like below half health right now, so we got to be careful. Now we're starting to take some damage, so we can regen those shields. Wow, that's a lot. Snoke, how are you doing on this? Yeah, maximum firepower. I'm wondering if we come back in again, because this does look like we need a bit more firepower just to make this a really safe bet. I'm not sure. We still have enough engines to get out. Yeah. Let's take out the hut and then we'll retreat. Yeah, because that's another MC90. I wouldn't mind just bailing right now. Yeah, you know what? I'm bailing now. Okay, we got 2. We're fine. Let's get out of here. No. Oh, okay, thank God. Yep, I think, yeah, it's out. Ooh, that was close. That was actually close. We'd lost that other engine. Ooh. That was scary. That was scary. Alright, we'll just bring more resources. We've got a lot of resurgences. What we need to do is we need to keep that Mega Star Destroyer in the back line. It's taking a bit too much damage to be all, you know, like ballsy and just you know dealing damage wherever we feel necessary. You need to pull it back and let the resurgences go in and just regenerate shields. I don't mind losing them. personally. I don't mind losing the Resurgent Star Destroyers. But I do mind losing that Mega Star Destroyer, evidently. Right. So that being said, let's move these guys here.
Reporting.
And let's move... We'll get 2 Resurgences in. 2 extra Resurgences. Yep. What are we doing here as well? We'll move Kylo in. And bring it back into Canada. Oof. That was, I gotta be honest, that was a little bit scary. That was a little bit scary. I was fearing for my life there. Alright. Take 2. Okay, so Kylo, let's bring you into position.
Use tactics to your advantage and remove the defending
Is the hut back up? Right, I'll tell you what, let's also get into a better position. Let's keep away from the hut. We shouldn't, like, have to, Nice one. Kylo. Okay, let's bring in our,
Choose your reinforcements.
Mega Star Destroyer here. And then we'll come at the station from the side. And we'll bring this in. This. Okay. I want these as front lines, you know. And it will generate a lot of fighters too. So let's move you there.
Star Destroyer standing by. Moving to coordinates.
Cool.
Yes, Commander.
Let's get you guys in position.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
And what I'll do is I'll keep the fighters on the back line as well. So,
Awaiting orders.
he doesn't take too much damage. I don't know where he's going, but...
I await your instructions.
yeah, let's go for the shield generator. Ooh.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Yeah, activate that.
Your orders. Order confirmed.
Activate your... Oh, no, that doesn't have it. Oh, okay, only the heroes have it. Gotcha. Noted. Let's get these, let's focus on, let's focus on, the... Man, we're gonna lose a ship or 2. That's fine. I don't know why this Mega Star Destroyer decided to go the wrong way. It's the frustrating thing with not being able to see the pathfinding. I was assuming he'd rotate in this way, but he's rotated outward in, and it means we haven't got that extra firepower right away, which sucks. But hey ho, we can move him out as well. Let's start moving him out. This pathfinding is kind of frustrating. It really is. How's that shield generator going? Doing okay. I'm going to move you over here. And... yeah. Tell you what, if you're going to go for the MC90, just strip its shields. If you want to go for it, strip the shields. This Mega Star Destroyer is just like chilling too. Yeah, move it in this way then, bud. Please. Okay, I don't know why it's not moving. I don't know why it's not doing that. It's not moving at all. There we go. Finally. Yeah, this pathfinding's been our greatest enemy right now. All this unnecessary rotating too. Alright, well, at least we're starting to deal damage to the space station. And now that the Mega Star Destroyer is getting into position, we can actually finally do some serious damage. Man, pathfinding. I really need that green line. It helps so much. Yeah. Come on, start taking that out. Maximum firepower. Cool.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
This is what I'm talking about. That's it. Crazy damage. Right. Stay here, bud. You're fine, bud. Right, that Mega Star Destroyer will wipe out everything else. I'll actually keep him out of the way too. Yeah, you can focus on the MC-90 as well. You can focus on the space station. How many fighters have we got? Enough, I suppose.
We've lost the iron cannons.
You go for that. Go for any extra fighters. It seems like the hut was generating all those fighters before, so we did the right move of going to the Rebel space station first. So good news all round. This station's starting to melt down now. MC-90's falling apart too, which is awesome. We're not going to lose any ships. We did the right moves there.
Awaiting your orders.
Yep, the 2 Resurgent class Star Destroyers, our 2 heroes, and Snoke. Snoke just like doing much better now.
Opening fire on the torpedo launch.
The fighters was really hurting it a lot. Was really doing it a lot of harm. Take out that station. Last hard point. Boom. Done. MC-90 down too. And just the... Yeah, get rid of those remaining fighters. Cool. Now we can just start moving over to the hut. Okay, good. That was really good planning for this fight. Really happy with how that went down. I went head first with not enough, and I nearly lost the Mega Star Destroyer. Thankfully, we were able to pinpoint where we were going wrong pretty early on with the fighters and stuff like that. And we did counter against it, but it wasn't enough. But it gave us enough time to retreat. Now we know where those fighters were being generated from. We went in the right way to the space station, took them out, and any ships being spawned in. So awesome. Really great news. Take out that shield generator now, I'd say.
Hold fire on the shield generator. Where'd he go?
Is this thing not moving? Yeah, it is. I forget how slow the Mega Star Destroyer is. Good God.
Order confirmed.
Man, this invincibility thing, invulnerability active is really helpful for these starfighters. Just makes them last a little bit longer too, which is nice. Let's speed things up a little, just so we can take do some extra damage to the shield generator. Nice. Now you can just rinse it.
I await your
Just
instructions.
take out the hangar as well, just in case. Yeah, so like we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 engine hard points. We only had 1 left before we were deciding to leave. Thank God the Mega Star Destroyer is so well equipped for Galactic Conquest. Astronomically so. It's such a difficult vessel to handle in terms of how many hard points you're working with here. And its splash damage AoE as well is fantastic. Just a lot of firepower, and it's cheaper than like the Eclipse and some other super starfighters. The only thing that it is weakest to is the Imperium Ultra Star Destroyer. No, wait, is that true? No, I think the Mega Star Destroyer is stronger. Yeah, I remember because we did a fight on that. I mentioned it in the previous episode of this. We did do a Mega Star Destroyer versus Ultra Star Destroyer, and yes, the Mega Star Destroyer did win. But there we go. We secured Canada. I know we were going to wait for D-Day, but we already did it before. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to wrap it up here. A little preview into how to play this campaign properly, defend it appropriately, and yeah, like this is really fun. I might do a stream of this, actually. I might finish this off on Twitch. So if you're interested in me finishing this campaign, I'll leave a link to our Twitch channel in the pinned comment down below. And we'll probably finish this off after our Stellaris campaign. Because this is actually really fun. If you do it properly, it's a lot of fun. So again, if you want to play this for yourself, be sure to download Yoden Mod 2021 on Steam. It's in the workshop. It's just literally one click install, and then you just access it through your mods on the Star Wars Empire at War Gold Pack. So there you go. This is the First Order versus Resistance World War II campaign for Yoden Mod 2021. Besides that, guys, I've been Charlie. You've been watching EcksToo, and I'll see you in the next video. If you want to finish this campaign with me, go check it out on Twitch. Take care.